Hello there. Uh, it's been a long time since I posted anything, and I think it's about time to break the silence, if you will. And I actually want to dedicate this video to the so-called small people. They call them the pushover people, those who are basically all the time inconvenient, and they always are expected to adjust themselves so they can fit other people's needs and expectations. While those very same people are the ones that suffer silently, are the ones that get sick, and the ones that they have to deal with all this crap mostly on their own. Those people who are almost always not understood, not listened to, not cared for. Those people who just want a slice of calm and peace overall. Now, peace is a state of the mind, and it is maybe overrated in a world of noise, but it still matters, and a person should strive for it, because that's the only genuine path to becoming yourself, to be you. And this means that you are fine in where you are, in what you are, and when you are confronted with something, you know how to act and how to maintain your spot, your so-called bubble. And I think that's a noble thing, because if you are born here, then you have a right to live. And if you have a right to live, then you also have the right to choose how to live, right? I mean, I don't think it is that taxing for others to be the person that just wants to mind his fucking business, to be left alone without harming anybody else, without disrupting the world. Just, live on your own, and that's it. The simple things in life, basically, it is what I mean, right? But I don't know if there is any good for this, but because I was about to say for better or worse, but I don't know what's better for those people who are constantly pushed over and suffering, because they basically feel like their voice is silenced, and they just have to force the smile, force the kind attitude, force the understanding of others' problems and their inconvenience, and make their life better at the cost of what? Of their life. Some people would find that it is very noble and honorable, to be a martyr. He was such a martyr. He will be remembered. Yeah, right. He will be remembered. But nobody will remember his pain, his suffering, his all those things that just made life so dark and hard to bear, you know. So the point of this video is basically, of course, not to cure such people. I mean, that's something completely individual, and it requires a lot of self-exploration. And I do need to emphasize on self-exploration, because this doesn't mean just go on seminars that cost thousands of dollars and listen to some idiot who will tell you, you are supposed to live your life like this because it worked for me, then it will work for you. Well, no. I mean, it's up to you if you want to do that. If you find more hope in the systems and philosophies of other people, then fine. I mean, that's part of your self-exploration, but as much as it sounds cliche, the answer is in your mind, because this is internal work, and it doesn't require outside people to meddle with your brain. It is your life, and I'm no expert. Don't listen to me. I mean, you can just stop this video if you want. I mean, that's your choice. This is just some random opinion of a random stranger, but we are so different from each other, and it is surprising how things can affect one person, for example, in a positive way, and the same thing that affects you in a positive way can profoundly affect in a negative way another person. For example, you might find it very relaxing and enjoying and relieving even if you just, jam some thrash metal, for example, and you just headbang for 20 minutes and, and then you're like, yes, I'm fine. I released it. I filtered all those strong emotions. And then, for example, the other person sees you that you're feeling better. You're not so tense. And he might ask you, okay, what did you do? I mean, I'm also so angry, anxious, and, I want to do something to change that. And let's say you share your story. I just put on that thrash metal song and I headbanged like crazy, and I screamed and I punched the fucking wall, and bam, I was okay. It felt like I unleashed something that was bottled up inside me, and now I'm feeling light. I'm feeling free. And he would be like, thrash metal song? Isn't that something aggressive? Isn't that something like people who scream and scream about violence, destruction? Oh man, that's so wrong. That wouldn't supposed to be healing. I mean, that would probably make things worse. How could you listen to this, for example? So you see my point. And that's how we are. We're so different. And anyway, my train of thought is a bit fuzzy, but the main point is, for you, the pushover, the person who is really angry, the person who feels that he can't speak up, and the world and its walls are crushing down on you. Listen, you're really not alone. I mean, I know this is some stupid, overly repeated cliche, but there are other people who are repressed like that. And I wish I could give you a formula, an answer that would heal things, that would bump up your courage levels, and that you would be an unstoppable machine that would just solve everything just like that. But unlike a super expensive seminar with some guru, who would promise you all the stars in the night sky, it doesn't work like that. It's a big struggle. It's a demanding fight. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to claim what is yours. You have the right. If you are here right now, if you exist, then this means that you have the right to live and to choose how to live. And it's not like you want to be the owner of the world. You just want to have your slice of life, and exist without being just pushed around just because somebody else thinks that he's supposed to be the one entitled with everything. Fuck them. That's the thing. The ultimate power of claiming your life is to find the strength of saying, fuck you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna say no. It's not okay for me. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you expect. If this causes me tremendous suffering, then that's not for me. Do whatever you can, but that's it. And it's amazing how this simple act of declaring that you have a position, a stance, some place on the world map, that there are boundaries, and those boundaries should not be crossed unless you allow. Just if you can imagine this power, it's not like you are expected to move mountains. And I'm not saying that it is easy, especially if you've been living with this for many years, or your entire life, if you have been unfortunate to be programmed like this by your surroundings. Of course it's not easy. But if you feel this revolt inside you, then this means that your mind and your body is not okay with this, and that it is time to stop this way of existing, because otherwise this mental noise and mental suffering would turn into illness, and that's just basically the end of the road, So you're not a small person. You might feel this way because people go over you, but you're not a small person. And you have a right to exist. That's just all I'm trying to say. So just try to find something, some source of inspiration, something that would nudge you in this direction of becoming free. Who knows how much time it might take? It might take many years. But if it's reaching a critical point of where you are just so much suffering that is beyond unbearable, then this means it's just time. It's time to change, to act for you, not for anybody else, for you. And if it requires to change your environment, to break relationships, then you have to do it. And I'm sorry that I would be that blunt, but there is no easy way around this. You know, people would say, this is an easy trick that would change your life forever. Just watch this video for 5 minutes and then you're done, right? No. It's not like that. But see, no matter how hard it is, and I'm absolutely aware that it's much easier to grab your phone and record a video and talk about this than going through this suffering. You don't know me. You wouldn't believe me if I tell you, believe me, I know what I'm talking about, but because everybody says so. But see, you have to calculate, you have to weigh what is more painful, staying in this very same position, or withstanding the upcoming pain of making those big changes. The difference is that the first will continue to drain you and eventually leave basically a shell, an empty shell that would resemble yourself, but it would have nothing in common with the days you are actually alive, the days before you were programmed or domesticated into existing like a pushover. So this is exactly what I mean by calculating what is more painful. And it's pretty much certain that it's more painful to remain this way. I mean, prove me wrong if you want, but I don't think this is a way of living meaningfully by suffering so much unnecessarily for other people and sacrificing your own life. You know, there is no value in that. Some would say, yeah, but it is for example, this is especially relatable for women who continue to stay with another person who is abusive, and they would say, for example, but it's for the child, you know, you have to stay because of the child. That's the grown-up thing. No, it's not the grown-up thing. The grown-up thing is to say, that's it. No longer suffering for me, no longer suffering for the kid. That's it. That's the grown-up thing. Yeah, it's It's a long video, but again, you're not alone. And look for a community of people who are in a similar position like yourself. Try to find a way to share, to at least to be understood as much as possible, because we are humans after all, and it is in our biology to be living as a tribe. And as much as you might want to just say fuck it, I'm going to live in an isolated life as much as possible, and again, I hate this phrase, but I'm gonna say it, but believe me, but I know again what I'm talking about, because if anything, for a bigger part of my life, I just wanted to be as further away from people as possible, because I just associate people with disappointment. But the way we are, humans, in our mind and our physiology, it is especially important for healing and for properly integrating ourselves in this world to exist in a tribe. It doesn't mean that you have to force yourself to just be the soul of the company, if you will, to always accept any, let's say, invitation to be around 100 people, and to just even though if you don't like it at all, the noise and the chaos around, let's say, loud events and stuff like that, I mean, that's not the point. The point is to find a small group of people, a like-minded people, and help each other. Life would get significantly better this way. So I hope this had some value, even for a single person. So cheers.